What's going on, folks? I'm going to show you how you could have used the dots bias trading indicator with statistics, primarily statistical targets, stat-based targets, and how you could have navigated this pretty shitty early price action, and then it became pretty solid. So, coming into the day, we had London low get hit first, which was high probability, but I'm not going to get into that one. We're just going to fast forward to 10:20. This is market replay, 1 minute NQ on the left, ES on the right. Going to focus on the NQ on the left. So 4 rows of dots start at 9:30, and how I use the indicator is when the columns, when the dots are mixed, meaning you don't have uniformity in the color. So you can see yellow, red, green. That's mixed, and when dots are mixed, I'm expecting chop. And what do we have in this? Chop. Just very, very fucky price action. Could not come, take this low, reverse. I didn't do a thing. I didn't do a thing in this. And I'll just show you how I use the dots to stay out of this chop. You can see dots get green right here. I had a break-even trade in this price action, in this green dotted confluence cluster. And what I like to do is I like to combine using dots momentum, so green is I'm expecting bullish price action, with statistics. So coming into the day, I'm not going to scroll left, but this blue line is the previous regular trading hour high. Red line is previous regular trading hour low. When at 9:30 we open in between these two levels, like you can see we open in between these two levels, there's roughly an 82% chance. You can check the math, look at nqstats.com, which is where I got the idea. 82% chance that one of these levels will get tagged during the NYSE session. Doesn't say which side first. I use the dots to help tip which direction I'll aim for. So that said, we get bullish dots. All I want is some kind of piece of this move. I don't even necessarily need the previous regular trading hour high. I just want a piece of this move in conjunction with bullish dots. And so what I did in this setup, I execute on a different platform. So if I can figure out how to edit videos, it'll be easier to show executions. But very simply, one setup that I look at is just a low that breaks the high, pullback. I entered around this 85 area. I think I took 10 points on half the position, and I was looking for some kind of elongated move higher. So I got my first target hit. This sweep took me out break even, which is fine. What can you do? This high ended up getting taken, and then we had mixed dots. So the idea kind of worked out. I got wicked out here. Break even trade. No big deal at all. And with dots being mixed like they are right here, you can see it was a little choppy, flagging here, do nothing. We had brief dots here, and then back to mixed, so no entry function here. And then I actually had to run an errand, so I was off my desk in this price action. I'm just going to play it out. And so once again, we had all green dots. We still have previous regular trading hour high, which is 82% chance of hitting. Again, the stat is for either level, but because dots are green, clearly I'm not looking for the low to be hit. I'm looking for this high. And then you can also pair in initial balance. It was a little fucky to me because the high was made first, low made second. Usually you want to see the low get hit. So dots didn't align with the IB, so I was fine to do nothing there. And then you can see dots are bullish, and if you can find some kind of entry function, again, a pullback, whatever, fair value gap with dots, whatever you want to do. But I want to combine statistical targets with the dots. And so let me show you the trade that I ended up taking. I missed this. Again, I was off my desk, but it looked like a pretty clean setup. So I want dots to statistical levels. And so we had dots to previous regular trading hour high. That played out pretty sweet. I missed it. So back at my desk around noon. I generally don't like to trade noon, but there's another stat that I got from Probable Chris. The idea noon curve. Basically, you take 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. If 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. is quarter one, 10 a.m. to noon is quarter two. And so if we break the high of quarter one, I forget what the stat is, but it's 70 to 80% depending on the day, specific stats, that quarter two high will get broken. So that's the noon curve high. And so basically I'm looking for a dots reset back to green to this noon curve high, which is right here. So again, dots are mixed, doing nothing. Dots are mixed, doing nothing. And you can see right here, we get green dots. So this is kind of my momentum. Heads up, look for an entry function. And you have noon curve high as the target. And so what I saw right here, very simply, was kind of hard to see, but there's a little fair value gap in here. So I entered here. Looking for 30 points-ish. I was risking roughly a 1-to-1. And again, my executions are on a different computer, so it's a little harder to show in real time. So this was a setup I was looking for, the little fair value gap. You can see it saw some heat. But another entry function is combining JTrader imbalances. Basically, it's just a pullback to these EMAs and then inversing a bearish fair value gap here. And then again, that would have been a better entry by a little. And then you risk these lows, so that made your R a little better. Whatever you want to do, your entry function, but the dots provide the bias, and then statistics, the noon curve, 80% chance or whatever it is of the noon curve high getting hit. This was a trade I took. So I think I got about 30-ish points. I generally like to front run whatever the target is. I'm just content with the move. So 30 points, break even trade earlier with these green dots. And that was my day. Again, dots were mixed early on, pretty fucky price action. I didn't see what I wanted to see when I wanted to see it. Dots got green to previous regular trading hour high. That played out without me. That's fine. Come back to my desk. Dots rebalance, reset to green, and then we have noon curve high combining stats with dots, and that's basically how I trade. So hopefully you guys did okay today. Dots bias indicator, 7-day free trial, link in the bio, 20% off using code DOTS if you want to give it a whirl. You have nothing to lose. We're a very nice bunch. If the dots help you out, that's incredible. If not, that's totally fine too. They're not for everybody, but yeah, reach out, hit me up with any questions, and hopefully I'll see you around.